This episode is sponsored in part by Lucky Duck Games, and we just got back from Gen Con, and they dropped off some of the newer Lucky Duck Kids titles. This is Quest for the Moonstones and Yummy Yummy Monster Tummy, and then we also got Tranquility, so look forward to these games being shown off on our channel soon. But let's get started on today's video, which is about board games launching the first half of October on Kickstarter and other crowdfunding platforms. These first couple launch on October 4th. Don't Go In There from Road to Infamy Games. This is for 2 to 4 players, takes about 25 to 30 minutes to play. Looks like it's a push your luck dice rolling game. Keen Bean Studio launches an expansion to Roll Camera, the filmmaking board game. This is the B-Movie expansion. These next few launch on October 5th, Battle for Goldenstar. This is a Galactic tournament for 2 to 4 players that is asymmetric, has deck building, and King of the Hill mechanics. In the game, you'll gather the most dangerous duos, which come to fight for eternal glory and fame on arenas scattered around the galaxy. It plays in about 45 to 90 minutes. Launches Mythwind, an open-ended game which blends asymmetric rolls and RP progression for 1 to 4 players. Magical Friends and How to Summon Them from Shelf Buster Games is for 2 to 4 players, takes about 60 to 90 minutes to play. Trying to win the Midsummer Contest after 8 rounds. You'll have to cheat your way through the competition by using magical powers to sneak in some extra friends, which the others will do as well, using the available summon cards and summoning a magical creature that will pretend to be your friend. Terraternity, the Energy Challenge for 2 to 4 players, takes about 1 to 2 hours to play. Fractal Beyond the Void is a changing state 4X game with asymmetric factions and a combat system for 1 to 4 players, takes about 1 to 3 hours to play. I believe 25th Century Games is launching Gartenbau the beginning of October. This is for 2 to 4 players, takes about 30 to 60 minutes to play. You'll be collecting seeds, purchasing plants, and growing flowers to become a Gartenmeister. Players will be placing and layering tiles in a tableau to meet the growing requirements of specifically drafted flower tiles. Mythical Beings is a game where you're trying to find mythical beings. There are 15 creatures available, and you're going to be choosing 3 that make up a good team. Creatures can summon allies, who are the ones who will fight against their rivals and defend you from their attacks. They can also cast spells, which instead of dealing points of damage, cause qualitative effects in the game. These next few launch on October 12th. North Star Games launches Paint the Roses. This is for 2 to 5 players. Takes about 50 to 70 minutes to play. This is a co-op puzzle game. The Queen gives secret instructions to each player on how the garden should be arranged. Her whims are always changing, so as soon as you solve one, a new one is in your hand and you're trying to fill the garden with all the flowers before she catches you. I believe Restoration Games is launching Thunder Road Vendetta, which re-implements Thunder Road. This is for 2 to 4 players, takes about 45 to 75 minutes to play. Oni Games launches Birdwatcher for 2 to 4 players, takes about 25 to 60 minutes to play. This is a competitive game where players are rival wildlife photographers on a hunt to snap photos of the elusive and illustrious birds of paradise. Players will lure birds to their tree from the jungle, take photos of the birds in their tree, and publish their findings. On Gamefound, Lord Raccoon Games launches Taverns and Dragons. This is for 2 to 5 players, takes about 40 to 60 minutes to play. It combines dice placement mechanics with worker movement in an adventure game full of heroes and dragons. At the beginning of each round, players are going to roll their dice, then players will play a die either to activate one of their workers or to collect gold and energy. Your workers can also engage in risky but rewarding dragon hunts. Blokk is for 1 to 4 players, takes about 15 to 20 minutes to play. You are the architect and must build the perfect cube. Test your logic and problem-solving skills by using the game's 360 rotating stand and construct the cube based on the stencil in play. This is a process known as the build. The game has 36 unique 3D colored blocks where architects can select only one block on their turn. Wicked Magic Games launches Forgotten Treasure. This is for 2 to 4 players, takes about 10 to 15 minutes to play, competing against other pirates to claim glorious treasure. Perpetuity Grave Descent is for 1 to 5 players, takes about 90 to 120 minutes to play. This is a sci-fi worker placement game. It plays cooperatively, competitively, and solo. Each round, players place workers on work tiles to collect resources, repair damaged tiles, upgrade tiles, build ships, and eventually fly missions to evacuate alien villages on the dying planets. Shout out to one of our series sponsors, Mesa Game Lab. With over 35 combined years in the animation and visual effects industry, Mesa Game Lab's artists will work with you to create stunning animated videos and GIFs for your Kickstarter campaign, with options for full 3D environments, 2D animated characters, dynamic motion graphics, eye-catching 3D animation, and Kickstarter page design. They can surely highlight everything your game has to offer. Contact them by visiting mesagamelab.com.